Exercise 1 of level 1 is our two-hand balance squat. We are building our foundation for all the future squat movements to come. Get to our order position, elbow to the hip. At the bottom, the elbows track inside the hips. The goal is to get your tailbone down as low as possible and lean back. This builds our core control for all future movements. Step up to your club, 2 feet point straight ahead, shoulders directly underneath our hips. 2 hands on the club. The hand that we are most concerned with is the hand closest to the pommel. We want that elbow to be straight when we pick the club up off of the ground. Get all the way down, elbows inside knees. Sit back, back, back as far as you can. Drive up, straighten your legs out at the top. Squeeze your quads, squeeze your glutes. Get all the way down, sit back, lift the chest. Over time, you should get lower. Stand all the way up. Straighten the legs, squeeze the glutes. All the way down, lift the chest, stand all the way up. At the bottom, drive your shoulders away from your ears. Get tall as you possibly can, and stand up. Exhale at the bottom, exhale at the top. Set the club down directly between your feet. The goal is to get down lower and lower and lower. Heels flat on the ground, lean back as far as you can. If you feel like you're about to fall backwards, you're probably in the right spot. Lower squat means more core contraction. Exercise 2 of level 2 is our side-to-side swing. We will have straight arms throughout the entire movement. We will swing up to one side, shoulders parallel to ground, swing to the other side, shoulders parallel to ground. One side will be easy and one side will be hard. The top hand side will be easy, the bottom hand side will be hard. Top hand side easy because the short hand elbow will be easily locked out. When you go to the other side, people will try to bend that elbow. Drive your shoulder back and down, make your shoulders level to make that elbow straight. If your elbow is straight, you've rotated all the way. If your elbow is bent, you need to figure out how to rotate more. Step up to your club, 2 feet pointed straight ahead, feet shoulder width apart, should be about the same width as our squat. 2 hands on, arms straight. Start swinging low from side to side by driving one knee forward and one knee back. Build up to shoulder height, shoulder height, shoulder height. Elbows are locked out the entire time. Elbow lock out, elbow lock out, elbow lock out. Exhale, exhale. When you've completed your time, set the weight down gently with good technique where you picked it up from, directly between the line of our feet. When we swing to one side, the opposite side leg will drive forward. The heel stays flat on the ground. Drive your knee forward so that your hips turn. As you go to the other side, 2 legs straighten out when the club is in the middle. Stand all the way up. Don't have your knees bent or your club will find your knees. Get your knees out of the way by standing all the way up. As you go to the other side, opposite side leg drives forward. Heel stays flat on the ground for now. Swing back. Leg drive forward. Swing to the other side. Leg drive forward. In the middle, get your legs out of the way of the club. Exhale at the top. Exhale at the top. Keep both elbows straight the entire time. Exercise number 3 of level 1 is the dead clean. We are going to practice picking up and putting down the weight. Seems easy with a light weight. With a heavy weight, it gets much more extreme. Start with a light weight, run through the program to get to the heavy weights. Step up to your club until the club is directly between your feet. Hands in the folds of the hip, push your weight back. your knee should be behind the line of your toe. If your knees are too far forward, drive them back to load the glutes. Two hands on the club. The hand closest to the pommel is the one we are concerned with. If that elbow is bent, we're not in the right spot. Figure out how to pull your shoulder back, drive your shoulder away from the ear to fire the lat to make that elbow straight. We are going to leave the ground with the legs. This is not a bicep curl. It is a leg exercise in the arms and core catch. Stand up, catch. Elbow touches hip. We want no gap with our top hand elbow. Elbow all the way on the body, arm at 90-degree angle. If your elbow tracks behind you, the club gets too close to us. We're in danger of hitting ourselves in the face. Stop, elbow to hip. Straighten your arms out, touch down. Leg drive, hip snap, catch. Touch down. Leg drive, hip snap, catch. Touch down. Leg drive, hip snap, catch. Touch down. This exercise is leg drive and hip snap to bring the weight up. Arms come up, shoulders roll down and back, elbow stops on hip. In the beginning, people will have trouble decelerating the weight. The weight is coming towards their face. Grip, squeeze tight. Top finger is key. If your top finger is sticking out on the catch, you're not squeezing with the top part of your hand yet. On the catch, squeeze with the top part of your hand. There should be no gap in your hand. Elbow touches hip. If our hand is too high, we will be unable to decelerate the weight correctly. Keep your wrist down. Elbow comes straight back to hip, wrist is flat, hand squeezes all the way. Bottom hand stays on. This side we're not very concerned with. The top hand is the concern. At the bottom, the other elbow is the concern. Straight arms, come up, catch, straighten your legs out at the top. Pull your kneecaps up, drive your knees back, squeeze your glutes. Drive your rib cage down. The heavier the weight gets, the more the leg drive, the hip snap, squeezing the glutes, and driving the rib cage down becomes. If you want to go up in weight, focus on those three things with every rep. Exercise number 4 of level 1 is our balanced step back lunge. The important part is to put our top hand elbow in the correct spot. That helps us keep our spine vertical when we do the step back lunge. Pick the club up with good technique. The handle closest to the pommel is the elbow we are concerned with. We want that to be straight when the club leaves the ground. Stand up using the hips, catch, elbow on hip. Move the club in front of its top hand dominant shoulder. Other hand supports. Step back, put our knee on the ground. 90 degrees lead leg, 90 degrees rear leg. Drive up through the lead leg, heel. Step back with the other leg, knee on the ground. Stand up. Step back, exhale, stand up. Exhale. The mistake people will make is they will step back and they will lean forward. Their elbow will leave their hip and it will get really heavy. Keep your spine vertical, drive that hip forward, and keep it forward as we stand up. Elbow stays on hip the entire time. Step back. If the elbow leaves the hip, you're dumping the other leg. Drive it forward to get your elbow and hip back together. Stand all the way up. Set the club down with good technique. The elbow position is everything with this exercise. If it leaves the body, that means you're no longer a vertical spine. We want you to be a vertical spine with this exercise. It will slow you down, that's fine. We're working on lining up our skeleton so that we can be more efficient at more advanced movements later on. Exercise 5 of level 1 is our two-handed pullover. The goal of this exercise is to learn to drive our rib cage down as a weight is trying to pull our rib cage open so that we can resist extension. This is the most useful way to train the rectus abdominis, the front of the core. Club directly between the feet, 2 feet pointed straight ahead, 2 hands on the club. Leave the ground with good technique, elbow to hip, hand in front of its shoulder. Go straight back past the ear, keep the elbow tight to the head. Pull the weight over, elbow touches hip. Straight back, resist extension, squeeze the glutes, drive the rib cage down, pull all the way over. Go back, resist extension, squeeze the glutes as hard as possible to protect your lower back, pull the weight over. When you go back, the thumb is going to try to touch the neck of your shirt. Extend the triceps, pull over, elbow touches hip. Elbow touching hip is the end of the movement. If the elbow is out, that does something weird to our shoulder, and we don't want to do that. Put your body in a straight line, straight back, straight forward, with breathing. Straight arms to set the club down with good technique. Exhale at the back, exhale at the front. We exhale at the back of the movement because when we exhale, we will involuntarily try to contract our core, driving our rib cage down. Things we want to avoid. The elbow out and going back and forward does weird things to our shoulder. Elbow position is incredibly important if you want to get to heavier weights. This angle of the arm is about 90 degrees. If our hand is too high, or if this top knuckle is sticking out, we are not using the top part of our hand. The goal is to squeeze the club with the top part of our hand. There should be no gap between these fingers, and the knuckles should be flat. At the back, make sure you are squeezing your glutes. Glute squeeze helps us drive the rib cage down. Exercise number 6 of level 1 is our front swing clean. We have 2 types of cleans that we work on in this program. The dead clean, where the club starts directly between our feet and it has no kinetic or potential energy, it is dead. And the swing clean, where we start stepping back from the club 12 to 18 inches. We will start by pushing the weight back and swinging the weight up. The movement ends when the elbow touches our hip. Our arm will be 90 degrees. This idea repeats with every exercise in the entire program. It is very important. Do not let the elbow track behind you. It will compromise the way you fire your core. Do not catch high, and do not let there be a gap in your top finger and the second finger. If there is a gap, you are not using your grip effectively. Figure out how to lower your hand down and close your fist all the way. Start with the club directly between your feet. Step back 12 to 18 inches between the club and the front of your toe. 2 feet point straight ahead. Heels stay flat on the ground the entire time. 2 hands on the club. Tip the club towards you. Elbow lock the hand closest to the pommel. Push the weight back. Stand up with your hips. Pull the elbow to the hip. Catch in order position. Arm 90-degree angle. No gap between the pointer finger and the middle finger. Push the weight back, catch. Push the weight back, catch. Push the weight back, catch. On the catch, straighten your legs as hard as possible. Squeeze your glutes. Your glutes help you fire your core. Your core should be what's stopping the weight. Push the weight back, catch. With breathing. What we want to avoid is a bend in the low hand at the bottom. We don't want this arm to be bent as we're doing the swing. Figure out how to make it straight. Pull this shoulder back, drive it away from the ear, fire the lat. Keep both arms straight, and then catch. Both arms straight, catch. Both arms straight, catch. Squeeze the glutes as hard as you can. 2 arms straight. Set the weight all the way down with good technique. Exercise number 7 of level 1 is our flat back pullover. This is a beginning exercise in a bunch of different movement patterns. You should be really good at it. The point of this is to learn to push our spine flat down into the ground, compress our rib cage. This is another way of learning to breathe behind the shield, contract our core as hard as possible. The weight will try to lift our rib cage up. Your job is to not let the weight lift your rib cage. Drive it down and keep it on the entire time. You should get down to the ground in your 30-second break period. Step your knee back, put it flat on the ground. Hand on the ground, sit all the way through. 2 sits bones flat on the ground. Move the club to the center of your legs. Non-dominant hand, palm faces away, thumb points down. Pick the club up so that it is horizontal, parallel to the ground. Dominant hand for the round, grab the heavy side of the club in a tiger claw. That's the most stable grip we can get on the club. The goal is to get ourselves all the way down and push our lower spine into the ground. Elbows flat on the ground, club goes back, drive the rib cage down, don't let yourself get pulled apart. Elbow come back to the ground. Pull over, elbow touch ground, pull over, elbow touch ground, pull over, elbow touch ground. Let's exhale on both sides to force core contraction. Set the club down with good technique. When we get down, we want to drive our spine back, make our spine in the shape of a C. Touch down one vertebra at a time. Our lower back should be pushed flat into the ground. We shouldn't be able to get a hand underneath our spine. When the club goes back, don't let your elbows flare out because that will do something not good to our shoulder. Squeeze the elbows together as hard as you can so that when you do the pullover, your elbows are tracking in a straight line. If you have to, look directly at your belly button the entire time you're doing this. Exhale at the back, exhale at the front. Double exhale means double core contraction. If the weight gets really heavy, you're going to squeeze your glutes, and your glutes are going to lift up off of the ground just a little bit to help you hold your core contraction. When you are done, sit all the way up. The goal of this exercise is to learn to keep your abs on the entire time and drive your spine flat down into the ground to help you resist extension. This is teaching you the concept of breathing behind the shield, keeping the abs on the entire time while breathing and moving. Exercise number 8 of level 1 is our inside circle. There are 4 cues for this movement. We will go push, swing, pull, catch, elbow on hip, and then we will return to center. We will talk our way through it if necessary. Push to 2 elbows locking out, swing across without hitting ourselves in the knee. Pull the elbow to the hip and come back to center with that catch. Point your feet straight ahead. Your feet don't move. We are learning to move our ankles, knees, and hips, and our spine all at one time. This is the basis of learning our core athletic rotations. Inside means go towards the center line of our body. So the top hand on the club will move towards the center line of our body. Outside would be the other way, moving away from the center line of our body. This is a key concept and it will carry through all of your heavy club training. Inside towards the center line, outside away from the center line. Start with the club directly between the feet. Pick it up with good technique to get to our order position. Elbow on hip, arm at 90-degree angle. Rotate, sit in the same side leg. Heel stays on the ground, but that leg drives forward. Push straight out from the body. 0 degrees, 90 degrees. Push, swing, pull, catch. Opposite side leg is bent, but the heel is on the ground. Drive up with the leg to rotate back to center. Same side leg. Push, swing, pull, catch, center. Rotate with the leg. Push, swing, pull, catch, rotate to center. Push, swing, pull, catch, rotate to center. If we were to do it with the other hand, inside would be the other way. Hand goes towards our center line. Hand, same side leg, starts the movement. Push, swing, pull, catch, elbow on hip, rotate back to center. The leg starts the movement. Push, swing, pull, catch, rotate back to center with breathing. Straighten both legs out at the top, squeeze the glutes. 2 arms straight to set the weight down. You can exhale 2 times with this, you could exhale 3 times with this. That breathing will be dependent on the athlete. Exhale more if you need to. You could exhale, 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 or you can exhale, exhale. Either one will work. More exhales means more core contraction, means more stability in the movement. The important parts are straight arms. Get your legs out of the way of the weight. Bring the weights up to parallel, pull in. What people will try to do is they will try to go down or bend forward and they will clock themselves in the leg. Don't do that. Stand up as you swing the weight across. You are not going forward. You are rotating 180 degrees without moving your feet. Keep your feet flat on the ground. You are learning to move your ankles, your knees, and your hips so that you can develop greater athletic skills on top of this later on. The goal is to have good dynamics so you can go up in weight, so you can get more out of the exercise.